We just mentioned in brief in the morning that drashtuhu swarupa avasthanam, to own up my nature, to abide in what I am, requires a certain preparedness of the mind. And when I say mind, which is a unique faculty for the human being, there are two aspects of the mind which are to be dealt with. There is cognitive faculty, mind capable of knowing, capable of inferring, capacity of abstraction. This is what we generally can call as intellect. Can be. Right word is buddhi. At the same time, the same mind, the antakaranam, which Pujya Swamiji mentioned in the morning as Chatushtayam, there is manaha. Buddhi includes ahankara and manas includes chittam. Second is emotive faculty. So we are both cognitive as well as emotive person. There should be clarity or nirodha at both this level. I should be clear about the goal. There should be clarity about the values, attitudes. At the same time, my emotions should be in tune with my understanding. Buddhi is a master. That's what makes a human as a unique entity in the whole creation. Emotions are subservient to buddhi. And quite often, they hijack our wisdom. Very beautiful verse is there in Bhagavad Gita in the 3rd chapter, when Arjuna asks a question. Atha kena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha anichannapi varshneya baladiva niyojita. O Krishna, what is it prompted by which prayuktaha, as though ordered or ordained, you can say, by something, papam charati purushaha, a human being. By the way, in Shastra, when word purusha is used, it is human being. There is no gender problem with the Shastra, okay? Don't misunderstand. When say, what is it that prompts him to commit sin, papam? Sin means doing improper things. Doing something against my understanding, against my wisdom. That's what you can say, what Swamiji mentioned, difference between knowledge and wisdom. I would define this way. To know what is proper and improper is one thing, and to live up to what is proper and improper, that is wisdom. And one who has that wisdom is a wise man. Now, what is it he or she goes against knowledge? And Arjuna asks further, anichannapi varshneya. That person, while performing, while doing something wrong or improper, he himself or herself doesn't want to do. At that very moment, he or she feels, I am doing wrong, I am doing wrong, I am doing wrong. As though somebody is pushing him. Baladiva niyojitaha. By force the fellow is pushed. Very beautiful explanation Bhagavan gives. What is it? That is kama esha, krodha eshaha, rajoguna samudbhavaha, mahashano mahapapma, vidyenam iha vairinam. In one word, rajoguna is a cause. Rajoguna samudbhavaha. Rajogunat samudbhava, samyak udbhutaha. That which is born out of rajas. So also, that means rajas is the obstruction. Rajoguna, this mind which is made up of vrittis, and vrittis are caused by gunatraya. And when we say nirodha, this is nirodha primarily rajas and tamas. Inertia, slothfulness. This is all caused by tamas, non-starter. These two nirodhas, these two obstructions, then when you come over and abide in sattva, then one can abide in self. Nistraigunyo bhavarjuna. When can you become Nistraigunya? Nitya sattvastaha niryoga kshema atmavan. So you have to be always abiding in sattva. That means I should be sattva pradhan purusha. My mind should be vrittah should be sattva pradhan. And what we said in the morning, Nitya svattastaha niryoga kshema atmavan. That means vairagya abhyasa abhyam. These are the things which can lead to sattva guna. And then I can be nistraigunya. And when the person is nistraigunya, that is atmasthitihi. Gunati, trigunatitaha. Now, to remove these obstructions, this abhyasa and vairagya and all other sadhanas given. As we said, Patanjali describes two types of sadhanani, bahiranga sadhanani, antaranga sadhanani. In that bahiranga sadhana, I would like to discuss what Pujya Swamiji mentioned in the morning. There is Ishwara pranidhana, which is not there in Samkhya. It starts, sadhana pada starts with the sutra, tapas swadhyaya Ishwara pranidhanani Kriya Yoga. He says tapas, swadhyaya and Ishwara pranidhana is Kriya Yoga. See the similarity. 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Krishna tells to Arjuna, Yagno dhanam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam. Yagno dhanam tapaschaiva natyajyani karyani eva. That is a mention. Yagna is Ishwara pranidhanam. Tapas is tapas. Yagno dhanam, tapas. There is one little difference is dhanam, and here it is swadhyaya. What for it is? This sadhana pada starts with the sutra, tapas swadhyaya Ishwara pranidhanani. It is called Kriya Yoga. Look at this. The word yoga is used in a different context. By the way, this word yoga has been used in different contexts, in different meanings, at different places of the Shastra. Though, when you say yoga, or what we say yoga, it means only Ashtanga yoga, but not necessarily. In Gita, if you see every chapter, it is a different meaning. Even the first, at the end of every chapter you read, Om Tat Sat iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita su Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre. Shri Krishna Arjuna's Gita is also called Yoga Shastra. Whole Gita is called Yoga Shastra. Every chapter it is Yoga Shastra, Yoga Shastra, Yoga Shastra. Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvada, and look at then. First chapter is Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nama Pradhamodhyaya, Samkhya Yogo Namo Dvitiyodhyaya, Karma Yogo Nama Dvitiyodhyaya, Karma Sannyasa, Gnana Karma Ityadi, names change. There the word yoga is in the meaning of named. There is no yoga of Vishada, by the way. Like there is different yogas. If they say there is no, Krishna has taught many yogas. It starts with Vishada Yoga. Krishna did not teach. All of us are Siddha in Vishada Yoga. And so much Siddha in Vishada Yoga that we have Vishada and we can spread Vishada outside also. That's why the super Siddhas are there. Here also in Yoga Sutras, the first definition is Atha Yoga Anushasanam. Then definition of yoga, Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Then what is the Uddeshya? What is the purpose? Tada Drashtuhu Swarupe Avasthanam. So yoga was defined as Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Whereas here he says, Tapaswadhyaya Ishwara Pranidhanani Kriya Yoga. Understand what it means. Then he says, further, second sutra, in the second chapter, Sadhana Pada, why for you are giving this Kriya Yoga? Like Chittavritti Nirodhena, Kim Bhavati? Chittavritti Nirodhasya Kim Phalam? They said Phalam is Drashtuhu Swarupe Avasthanam. Now you may ask me, Kriya Yogasya Kim Phalam? Why Kriya is called yoga? See this. We think yoga means sitting down. Here Bhagavan says Kriya Yoga. Why Kriya is called yoga? Kriya Yogasya Kim Phalam? What is the phalam of Kriya Yoga? Next sutra. Samadhi Bhavanarthaha Kleshastanukaranarthaha. Twofold. Kleshaha, obstructions. तनु करणार्थः शिथिलीकरणार्थः क्षीण करने के लिए to remove the obstructions, and samadhi bhavanartah to gain abidance in samadhi. Kriya Yoga also is an indirect sadhana. And what are the kleshas? Then it is pancha kleshaha. Avidya, Asmita, Raga, Dvesha, Abhiniveshaha, Kleshaha. These are the kleshas, pancha kleshas. Okay? And then defines avidya also. Further, each klesha is defined thereafter. And etc. We will not get into all the sutras. We will just confine to one sutra, Ishwara Pranidhanani. Okay? My only point is that Yoga Shastra talks about Ishwara Pranidhan as a means for Samadhi Bhavana, as a means for removing the obstructions, Klesha Tanukarana. And what is a sadhanam? It is a Bahiranga sadhanam. This is a Bahiranga sadhanam. And he tells in further, in the 12th sutra comes further up, what is this? Kleshamulaha karmashayaha. Drashta drashta janma vedaniyaha. All that is experienced in this janma or hereafter are rooted in karmasha. It is originated in karma, and gives the kleshas, avidya, asmita, etc., etc. And one of them, this answer is Ishwara Pranidhana. Please understand what does it mean by Ishwara Pranidhanam? What does it, first of all, Ishwara Pranidhanam can be understood when you understand Ishwara properly and understand the word Pranidhanam. There are two words, Pranipataha. Pranipata means Prakarshena Patanam, falling flat, as we call it as a Sashtanga Namaskara. Shirasa, Uchasa, Varsa, etc. That is Pranipata. Falling at the feet of the Lord or a teacher or whatever is Pranipata. Pranipata is an act. Listen the sentence carefully. Pranipata is an act, but Pranidhanam can be act as well as attitude. Why? Pra plus ni plus dha makes it Pranidhanam. Da is a root. From the same root the word dharma comes. Dharane, dharma, dharana, dharma. So Pranipataha means, or Pranidhana means placing at the altar or at the feet of the Lord. What do you place to the feet of the Lord? That can be anything. Anything you can give as a naivedya. You can place a flower, you can place a fruit, you can place a cloth, you can place money. You go to temple, people are placing all kinds of things except themselves. That's a problem. That's the only problem. The thing to be placed is not placed and the rest is placed. Anyway, coming to it, so placing myself at the feet of the Lord. What does it mean by placing myself? How can I place myself? Is it something to be done by decision? I have given up myself. Like Swamiji, my Pujya Swamiji always used to say, there is a famous bhajan, Jai Jagadish Hare, Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. In that there is a line in the end. Sab kuch tan man dhan sab kuch hai tera, Swami sab kuch hai tera, kya lage mera, tera tujhko arpan, Jai Jagadish Hare. This fellow went to temple. This is quote unquote Swamiji, okay? He went to temple and sang this Jai Jagadish Hare. Tana means body, mana means mind, dhana means wealth, means all possessions. My body, mind, physio-psycho complex and all possessions belong to you. Sab kuch hai tera. And tera tujhko arpan. I am just offering what belongs to you unto you. Kya lage mera, what belongs to me? Nothing. By saying this, he did pranam and went away. Narayana noted. Okay, this Raman Lal came today and gave me away everything. Again comes next day and again repeats, Sab kuch hai tera, tan man dhan, Narayana. Third day he comes, fourth day he comes, Narayana wonders. Yesterday he gave away, now every day what is the point in giving away? Swamiji would make it more lighter, Puja Swami. Then he says, Narayana, when he came second day, Narayana was wondering, was he the same person who came yesterday or not, trying to recollect the memory? And he said, his mind said, no, he was the same guy. But still, third day he comes and offers. He wanted to confirm, so he asked Lakshmiji, did you see this guy? Yes, he's the same one. What is this offering? This offering is only lip service. Doesn't mean he to give away. Like in Hindi, north of India, there is a custom. I remember I had gone with, there was Akhandanji who did this Prempuri, one great saint we had. I was a brahmachari traveling with him, and in Delhi we went to some devotee's house, and he came to pick us up, and Swami said, last time आप तो अलग गाड़ी थी, बड़ी कहाँ से आ गई? महाराज श्री आपकी है. He said, Maharaj ji, this car is new one, is yours. Okay, then he took to the home, and it was a big house. Maharaj ji said, ये किसका घर ले आए? Where have you brought us? Whose house? Maharaj Shri, आपका घर है. We went in, and then people, as usual in India, people come and do pranam. So एक बच्चा उसका ये बस आपका देखो बेटा बड़ा हो गया, etc. And then said one lady came, बोले ये कौन है? बोले आपकी बहू है. He says, your daughter-in-law or your wife? This is only lip service, okay? Similarly, you cannot surrender yourself to Lord. The very surrenderer, ego, the very definition of ego is one who doesn't want to give up. Always want, ego means the survivor. You would never want to give up. Surrendering to Ishwara means to live in the awareness of Ishwara. In other words, as we said in the morning, living an alert life. Okay? What kind of alert life? Listen this. Each one of us is highly opinionated person. Very strong opinions for everything in all areas. Things and people, known or unknown, we have opinion. I am sure. In the morning when I came, when you saw a Swami, all of you had an opinion. Looks good, doesn't he? No, he will bore. All kinds of opinion. You have your opinion about people, about objects, about places, about situation. These opinions are formed because of the background. Maybe. Background both in terms of experiences, background in terms of vasanas, background in terms of samskaras. They make opinion. That means there is always, when I say opinion means, there is always subjectivity in interpreting a given situation. There is a subjectivity in seeing the things and the beings. There is subjectivity while interacting with the world outside. This is the unique problem of human being. Other than human being, there is so-called no subjectivity. In terms of the response, in terms of the way they look at the world of objects, whatever they relate to, there is universality in that species. For an example, every cow or a buffalo, whatever may be the breed, there are 28 varieties of Deshi cows, Indian cows. And it may be even Jersey cow. Just place the green grass in front of them. All 29 types of cow have only one opinion. I like it. I love it. That McDonald, I will love it. That slogan is there. Not only cow, but cow's calf also will have same opinion. Universal. Even carnivorous animals, in the forest, lion killing the prey and eating it out. And suppose, for example, the lion kill and they give it to family, the lioness is there and the cubs are there and they all eat. Suppose lion killed a deer, and the whole family had a feast. In the second time when he killed, he called again the deer, and they all ate it. That time also he was stuck with deer, and they ate it. Did you ever heard that the cubs tell, Dad, we want a change. No more deer, bring buffaloes. Bring something else. We like that meat than this meat. No opinion. Meat, universal. Every mother has a problem. Every day evening child wants something different. It has its own likes and dislikes. This is raga, dvesha, asmita. They come into play. These are the kleshas. And you can be, this is subjectivity itself is a klesha. That is born out of raga, dvesha, etc. And to be free from it means to be objective. And the question is, how to be objective? To be objective means one needs to recognize Ishwara in the life. To be objective means Ishwara pranidhanani. That is objectivity. And when you are objectivities, when you are objective in your life, that opinionated person is no more there, kleshas are not there, then one can address to avidya, the mula klesha, out of which all these kleshas come about. Now, please understand, Ishwara means God or Lord. What do we mean by Lord or God? Vedas don't talk of a God who is sitting up above and he is a constant threat and not giving any privacy. We don't talk about that kind of God. Who is of these vertical divisions, faithful and non-faithful. And who has this only one law, the faithfuls will go to heaven and non-faithful are destined to go to hell. We are not talking about that kind of a God. True, please understand, altars are worshipped as God, but they are created by human being to have a sense of surrender to the God. It's a symbolic. Please understand, another misconception. Whole this Western religion have that Indians are monotheist religion. I know we are monotheist and they are polytheist. I said we are neither mono or poly. You are theist, but we are neither of them. We had a beautiful discussion with the Jews a few years ago about idol worship. Understand this basic concept of idol or altar. You should know these are the basic things about Hinduism. And they have created misconception for what? Whipping boy. To whip up the Hindus. Life is lived with emotions. You always relate with emotions. There is no even relationship with this pen is with emotion. You have a pen which you like. They may have given in a conference a pen. If you don't like and if you have another one, you will leave that and bring the one you like. You wear what you like. You live with the people whom you like. There are emotions involved. You cannot have life without involvement of your emotions. You have to receive emotions and express emotions. Emotions are subtle. They are not perceptible. Like vrittis are not perceptible to the outside world. You may see it yourself, but not others. Others don't see the vrittis. Others don't see the emotions. You have to express emotions. And expressing emotions, there are certain forms. Like even, When you greet somebody, you give a bouquet of flower. That is another expressing your emotion of welcoming the person or respecting the person. There are so many forms in India. When you respect, the emotion of respect for somebody, either you fall flat on the feet, that is one point, or you do half namaskara on your knees, or what? You just stand like that and touch the feet. Or what, like Hindi cinema, touch the knees, Pranam Babuji. The typical Hindi. Or you do namaskara. Or they do chandanam here. They offer flowers here to Mahatma. They offer garland. They offer something. There are varieties of forms for expressing emotions. Forms are not emotions. Like written in our truck, in our truck, public carrier, it is written. That means what? It carries the goods of the public. Forms are the carriers of emotion. And it appears that the forms are there, but the forms bereft of emotion is idol worship. Like in the West, the forms express the emotion and ultimately the form is transcended. Understand the word transcended. Form is not there in the mind of the person who expresses the emotion. In a Western world, there is a custom to exchange ring. Abhi apne wahan bhi aa gaya hai. Ring ceremony, which was not there in India. Exchanging the ring, and the fellow or felly, either of them, they will keep this ring till the lifelong. You have to keep the ring. It's a special thing. And then there is a form also. You have to propose in a certain way, sitting down. These are all media guys, sitting on the knees and tell them. And now they have added this Valentine business. Nonsense. These idiots tell each other, I love you on 14 February and doesn't last for 14 days. And you ask Indian senior citizens like Tiwariji, etc., they never said to their wife, I love you, but still lasted for 60 years. Okay? You don't need to be told. It is something to be owned up and commitment. But anyway, they have this form. I have seen Westerners kissing the ring. When the fellow kisses the ring, you and I see that he or she is kissing a ring. But in his mind, understand the word transcending. The ring is transcended. Kiss goes to the beloved. Am I right? Am I right or not? When you came here, suddenly you receive a letter, some message from your child, beloved daughter or son, and you kiss the phone. The kiss is not to the phone. Kiss is to the baby. A strong nationalist saluting the national flag. The salute is to the national pride and not to the piece of cloth. Do you agree this? Salute is not to the piece of cloth, but to the nation. Similarly, a devotee offering water or milk to the Shivalinga, it is not offered to that stone, it goes to whom? Shiva himself. Just as a ring is a symbol of the beloved, similarly, lingam, culturally, religiously, we are given a form. In our mind, it symbolizes what? Lord Shiva. It's cultural, religious. For a Westerner, anybody wearing ring in this finger, that means he or she is engaged. cultural form. Another form, like just recently we had Dashera, the fellow doing puja to his sword and gun and shastra puja. It is not to that rifle, it is not to the sword. There is a puja or prayer for Balam, Shakti. Now after a week or 10 days there will be Dhanteras. They will have golden coin and do puja. The puja is not to the gold, puja is to Lakshmi ji. For us, that symbolizes Lakshmi ji. Please understand this sentence. I strongly feel to denigrate Hinduism, other religions might have created this thinking that Indians are idol worshipper. I never worship idol, I worship God only. Nobody is flag saluter. Is there anybody? You are saluting to nation. Similarly, a devotee who is worshipping an idol or a form, nobody, we are not idol worshippers, we are God worshippers. Understand the sentence. What is God? Then even, is this God? I would say yes and no both. In my eyes, in my mind frame, this is God for me because it can invoke a devotee out of me. But what is God? Our God is, as I said, not sitting in heaven and watching you. Another unique thing, unparalleled. I again feel very blessed to be born in this tradition. The whole understanding, not vision, not concept, but understanding about God is just unparalleled. All other religions talk, even in India there are some, that he is sitting somewhere. The Vedas is the only one who says, not only sitting somewhere, he is everywhere. Isha Vasyam idam sarvam. Idam sarvam. Yat kinchit idam taya gnayate. All that you know is this means anything and everything available for objectification. Beginning from galaxies and stars to amoebas and bacteria inside. Including my mind. Idam. Look at this mantra in Purushukta. Yaccha kinchit jagat sarvam drishyate shruyate piva antar bahishcha tat sarvam vyapya narayana sthitaha. Yaccha kinchit, whatever drishyate shruyate is heard or seen. That means anything and everything that is experienced. Tat sarvam Narayanena vyaptam. Everything is pervaded by Narayana. There are nth number of vakyas in Vedas. Sarvam khalu idam brahma neha nanasti kinchana. Nana is not there. Sarvam brahmamayam, etc. All pervasive, including the word all includes me also. That means the Lord pervades everything and me also. That means there is no me. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishta. Aham atma gudakeshaha. That is Ishwara. And to live in the awareness of that Ishwara is Ishwara pranidhanam. To live in the awareness of Ishwara who is all pervasive. This is so ingrained in our culture. You look at any Indian language, Marathi, Hindi, Gujarati, Haryanavi, Punjabi, Tamil, Kannadi, any language, Kannadi and Malayalam, there are bhajans which talk about Bhagavan being everywhere. I happen to be Gujarati, so I will quote that one. Akhila Brahmandama Ekatu Shri Hari Jujave Rupe Anantabhas. Now, please understand, Or our Tulsidas ji, Siya Ram Mai Jagajani Karahu Pranam Joripani. Whole Jagat is Siya Ram Mai. Is non-separate. The creation is non-separate from the creator. That means what? Understand one sentence more. There is no creation. This is Maya. Creation, listen the sentence and listen the word Maya. We keep using the words and they are cobwebs in our mind. There is no clarity. Creation non-separate from creator means creator himself appears to be creation. That means the so-called creation is manifestation. There is a difference between manifestation and creation. Exactly like my dream. Though we say, in sleep I create the dream world, in sleep I sustain the dream world, in the dream there is a road and a car and a sun and a moon and a friend and husband and wife, everything in the dream. I sustain the whole dream and dream resolves back into me. And then you may ask me, where is creation? I only appear as the dream. Nothing comes from outside. You don't feel gas in your car from the nose. You don't put electricity through your nose or ear, two wires and put a light. No. Everything is me. That is called Isha Vasyam Idam Sarva. Now, let us understand this statement further. This creation is very, very intelligent creation. When I say intelligent creation, I mean this. What? Everything is caused. Whole creation in a way is nothing but cause-effect. Everything is caused and everything has an effect. Nothing is uncaused and nothing is without effect. Like even all of us meeting here today is cause things. We may not pinpoint exactly one cause. There can be many causes. Even earthquake is caused. Climate change is caused. Rains are caused. Drought is caused. Everything is caused. And the rains, when there is there, it has an effect also. Drought is there, it has an effect also. We are caused, something has been responsible by which we are here, by which I am talking to you. And this talking will have some effect. It may not have some, you may say, no, it will not have any effect on ourselves, but it will have at least on myself. Something is always there. That means whole creation is an order, is a vyavastha. They call it, it works as per niyamas. Science is nothing but discovering the niyamas. Therefore, since there are niyamas, the Lord is called Niyanta. Or if for us it is both niyam, pulling and striling, so we have goddess called Niyati. You might hear the names of the girls also. Niyati and Niyanta. There is a niyama. There is an order. Everything is as per niyamas. All our scientists and technology and efforts is nothing but to understand the niyama. What causes what? That's all we are trying to do. And what will cause what? So, karya karana sambandha yuktaha. Everything is niyama. Now, understand how to see this niyama in my life. That the earth moves, that the earth is stationed at place P1 in the whole galaxy, at a fixed distance from sun, moves at a particular speed, that is all as per niyamas. And these niyamas, these laws are not the laws of the government of India, which you can break and get away. Government has to, after 60 years, 70 years almost, have to declare voluntary income disclosure scheme. and the finance minister claims proudly, 65,000 crores have been declared. Arey Baba, Bombay mein 65 people ऐसे होंगे जिसके पास 65,000 crore होगा, 2 number का. नहीं है बात. These laws are such that if you go against that, you end up paying price. That is called aswasthata. Either physical, psychological, mental, or any level. Now, there is one area where we have to see this niyama. Listen this important point. This is now the Ishwara Pranidhanam comes now. With this background, understanding of Ishwara. When I say Ishwara is the creation, that means niyamas are also Ishwara. He is non-separate. Vayu is the order, Shakti. So Vayu is Ishwara for us. Agni is a niyama. For Agni is a Ishwara for us. Rains is a niyama, therefore Parjanya Devata is Ishwara for us. But how to live in that awareness? In karma. That is Ishwara Pranidhanam. Remember, we are talking of Kriya Yoga. We have freedom to act. As they say in Sanskrit, Kartum Shakyam, Akartum Shakyam, Anyadhava Kartum. We can do, not do, and do it otherwise also. That freedom animals don't have. You hold a piece of bread or roti in front of you and call a dog. Dog will invariably wag the tail. Dog, listen the sentence. And dog will have a desire, want to have that roti. You will never find a dog who will not wag the tail and not want the roti. Whatever may be the breed. Show a piece, it wags the tail. And there is one way only, wagging like this. It will be horizontal to Mother Earth, not vertical. When I told this in one of my talks somewhere, after the talk one fellow came, Swamiji, have you been to Bombay? I said, yeah. Have you been to Tokyo? I said, yeah. When did you go last? I said, Tokyo I went last year, and Bombay 6 months ago. No, you should go right now in some areas. I said, why? He said, their dogs don't wag like this, they wag like this. I said, why? Because there is no space. If they wag like this, it will eat somebody. So they have high riser, they go. Never. A human babe, I often give this example, Why people like pet dogs? There is only one of the reason is when the fellow comes home, when they hear this horn, dog smell, it starts wagging the tail and jumping to the door, and there is a sweet welcome. Dog gives a feeling that, oh master, I was missing you so much and I'm so happy in you being here. The fellow might have got the dog at home just 3 months ago. He is sure I will get a sweet welcome. 30 years ago, got married to somebody. There is no guarantee. Whether the fellow have a sweet welcome or some UFO will come. One day आदमी जज को बोलता है, साहब मुझे तलाक दे दो. बोले क्यों? मेरी पत्नी उसके हाथ में जो आता है वो मारती है. बोले कब से मारती है? बोले 5 साल पहले शादी हुई, दूसरे दिन से ही मारने लगी. तो बोले 5 साल बाद क्यों तुम आज तलाक लेने आए? बोले अभी निशाना पक्का हो गया. ये प्रैक्टिस के बाद निशाना पक्का हो गया है. This for our foreign friends. This fellow went to court and said, "Give me divorce." He said, "Why?" He said, "My wife beats, throws everything and everything towards me. She hits me." The judge said, "Since when she is hitting you?" She said, "That very next day we got married." Judge asked, "When did you get married?" Oh, he said, "Almost 5 years ago." The judge said, "How come you are asking for divorce after 5 years?" Judge says, "She has perfected the art of eating. She never misses me. Formally, she was missing me, so I didn't ask for divorce." Anyway, coming back to this, there is no guarantee. That's called human freedom. This freedom, backed by the kleshas which Patanjali mentions, raga dveshas, acts in 2 ways. And surrendering the freedom is Ishwara Pranidhana. How? You may ask me, how, Swamiji? Which way it is when it is Patanjali says it's a klesha, it's an obstruction, in which way? Life is full of different situations wherein you are expected to do something. Moment to moment, you are expected. You are expected to respond in certain way. And you are placed in certain situation. These kleshas come out by saying, "I don't like this situation." That I am stuck with this situation, there is something wrong. Therefore, there is always a feeling, why me? There is always feeling. If I am stuck with some people, if I have to live with some people or some place or some situation or some company, some boss or some subordinate, there is always a feeling, why me? Of all the person, why me? And each one of us feel, I don't deserve this dukkham. I don't deserve, someone else deserves. That is klesha. Remember, that situation arising in your life is as per the law of karma. And law of karma is nothing but Lord Himself. Niyama is Himself. So karma is called dharma. Therefore we have Dharmaraja. It is only this culture which respects Yamaraja. We pray to Yamaraja, Dharmaraja. Accepting the obtaining situation without grudge and grumbling, looking as an expression of the order of Ishwara, manifestation of Ishwara in this form is called as Ishwara Pranidhanam. And in our culture, it starts from day one. Look at these attitudes. When the child is born, every woman has some aspirations that I should have a baby boy or a baby girl. If she wanted a girl and if it's a boy, or vice versa, for a moment they feel, oh, I should have I already have 2 daughters and I wanted a son, something like that, whatever. That may be her values, I am not commenting on that. But she may feel, but very next moment she will say, Chalo, Bhagavan ki ichha hai. For us, child is a gift of God. Therefore they have name Durga Prasad, Vishnu Prasad, Shiva Prasad, everything is Prasada. That means it is an offering given, it's a gift from the God. There is a sense of kritagnata that I am gifted with the child. Therefore they go, first time when the baby is taken out, they go to temple. Why, child? Look at this culture. See the beauty of this culture. Even when they buy the car, they will take to temple. New car. सिद्धि विनायक जाएंगे प्रणाम का कार को ले जाने के लिए. I have seen in New Jersey and San Francisco 2 temples. There are parking lots. There is the first lot here. Generally it is for physically challenged people. Divyang log ke liye to. But I saw that lot for the new car puja owners. Car is also prasada. Car is also gift from the Lord. And you extend that. Husband is also prasada and wife is also prasada. Gift. That is awareness of Ishwara. I surrender my likes and dislikes. That is surrender. I surrender my prejudices. I surrender my notions about person. How do you surrender? When you are aware about Ishwara in the form of Niyanta. There is a beautiful bhajan in Gujarati. હું છું હરિનો હરિ છે મમ રક્ષક એ નિશ્ચય બદલાય નહીં. જે હરિ કરશે તે મમ હિતનું એ ભરોસો જાય નહીં. Accepting situation as Ishwara Prasada is Ishwara Pranidhanam. One aspect. That is an attitude, not karma. Going to temple and bowing down is pranidhanam, is karma can be. But second thing, there is a second aspect of Ishwara Pranidhanam. In a given situation, as I said, I am expected to respond in a certain way. And quite often, there is a conflict between what I should do and what I feel like doing. I feel like doing just opposite of what I should do. This begins from childhood. Child is expected to study and baby don't want to study. Certain, what we call as certain duties, certain dharma you have to perform and I don't want to do. To give up my likes and dislikes and surrender myself to my duty is Ishwara Pranidhana. Living in the awareness of Ishwara. I give up, that is a surrender. Not simply surrendering at a temple. That should percolate in your moment-to-moment existence. If I give an Indian example, not to cut corners while driving is Ishwara Pranidhana. If it's red light, not to go, to follow the laws of the land, follow the order is Ishwara Pranidhanam. That is Kriya Yoga. This kind of Kriya becomes yoga. That yoga is yojane, means uniting. It's an indirect yoga. Direct yoga is samadhi. Since it's a secondary means, since it unites me with samadhi, that samadhi which ultimately unites with me Swarupa, therefore that is also called yoga. Ultimately samadhi is yoga. But what leads me to samadhi? Therefore I quoted this sutra. Samadhi bhavanarthaha kleshastanu karanarthaha. That happens. Therefore this is yoga. So Ishwara Pranidhanam is also yoga. Lastly I can conclude by saying there is no secular yoga. Please understand. Nowadays diluting yoga is going on. Yoga is for everybody. Nonsense. Okay. It is for everybody, but you have to have Ishwara Pranidhanam. Okay? You cannot have yoga without Ishwara Pranidhanam. You may have your Ishwara, I don't mind. But you cannot say, no, it's a secular yoga. This is not secular yoga, this is nonsense yoga, okay? Not Patanjali yoga, what it is. Yoga is not just Kriya. People talk about some Kriya. These are all courses, first degree, second degree and over. That is not yoga. Yoga involves this Ishwara pranidhanam. Yoga involves tapas. It's life of austerity, life of maryada. You cannot yoga with a dance. This is modern fellows, Dancing yoga I'm doing. What nonsense dancing yoga? This is all stupid. I have no words for it. There cannot be yoga without swadhyaya. So, this is what Vedanta says. This is what Samkhya also says. With these words, I conclude my talk. And again, with a thanks to Subodhji and the whole family here, Kaivalyadhama, Tiwariji, namaste to all of you.